Morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Scrapyard Rescue. Today, what we got going is we have a brand new project we're going to be working on. We're going to take a break from the fair lanes and stuff, and we got a new project, and let's go ahead and give you a walk around of what our new project is and show you what we're going to do. So just follow us in here. Okay, so this is what we got. It's a 1978 Triumph T140 Bonneville. It has been off the road since the 90s, early 90s. It has been sitting in a fella's shop for all those years, so it hasn't been out in the sun or in the dirt or in the, the typical stuff you find laying in the back of somebody's garage in the weeds. This thing is pretty well taken care of. There are some issues, and that's what the next series of videos is going to be about. It's going to be, we're going to get this bike back up on the road and rideable, for safe to ride down the highway, like it was meant to be. So, first of all, let's just kind of start looking at stuff. You can see the seat. The seat looks almost brand new. This is going to clean up, and with some, nice vinyl cleaner and stuff on it, this is going to look like a brand new seat. There's not one tear, one rip, no wear marks on it. This is going to be nice. Gas tank, pretty much the same. Not a dent in it. A little bit of kind of stuff around the cap here. This will polish up real good. The tank badges are perfect. The chrome is good. These things are really hard to find. And you get the replacement ones, they're expensive, and they're replacements. Otherwise, the tank is pretty cruddy. Did have fuel in it. So we have to clean the tank out. We're going to soak it, put some white vinegar in there, and let it soak for a week or two while we're working on the rest of the bike. Get it cleaned out real good. And then we've got, like, most of these things, the switches and stuff, they all work here pretty good. They all move, wiggle, cables are on them, horn. Speedometer, tachometer are both in really good shape. Glass isn't broke. Still got the factory sticker over here on the Speedo. Still got the factory stickers on the fork top nuts. That stuff's all pretty cool. Headlight still has the stickers you can read on it. Still has the Lucas turn signals, front and rear. What do we got here in the headlight? Is this still a Lucas headlight? Yes, it is. This is a factory headlight still in the bike. Disc brakes, front and rear. It has the Amel Mark III carburetors that go on this. Those we're going to be rebuilding those. We get some kits for them, and they've been soaking in a parts washer for a couple weeks now, so they're pretty clean. Even the rubber on the bike, the foot pegs are still in pretty decent shape. I see the shifter one's gone, but those always fall off on these later models. Passenger pegs are still good. This one over here on the Kickstarter side, obviously somebody tipped the bike over once, which is common, and they broke the end off, and the kickstart rubbers, these get worn pretty easy. But passenger rubber's good. We've got all the other parts for the bike. I got side covers. Still got the badges that aren't broken. They're dirty, of course, but these will clean up real nice. We'll polish these up good, and they'll look good. We got the air filter covers, same thing. plastic, but not broke. This is really rare when you find this stuff and it's not cracked and weather chipped and broken and stuff like that. So we got that, both of them. Here's the other side cover. Even the little decal in here is in nice shape on this one. What else? We got all the those. What we got? These covers, they're good. The old Triumph air filters. We've got new filters for this that we're going to put on. That's all good. What else are we going to do to it? Well, we got some wiring issues we got to do. So here's kind of the first thing we're going to tackle is straightening out this little mess here. There's stuff missing, you know, wires broke, ground wires missing, there's a wire here that's broke. This spark plug lead is the one at the plug boot is broke off. We're going to fix that. We got a new battery coming for it. We're going to stick a new battery in. The little tab where it bolts to the frame here is broke, so we got to repair that. But that'll be a big deal, or not a big deal, I mean. And it's got a master cylinder down there on the bottom for the brake, so we'll pull that off and clean it. Make sure there's no crud down in there. These switches, like the brake light switch, well, it still works, you know. And I'll bet you once we get the battery in, I'll bet you the lights come in, everything. This is an oil and frame bike. You can see that. I know a lot of guys that were into Triumphs and British bikes didn't like it when the factory switched to these oil things because it made the bikes taller. So short guys kind of got screwed out of riding them. And the frame, you can see, it's the seat area here where the seat was, you know, probably going up and down all the time. It's kind of scratched up and paint's chipped off. But we're going to go ahead and fix that up too. We're going to clean it once we get this thing running and we know it runs and it drives and the motor's good and all that stuff. We're going to start taking this stuff off and cleaning it up and repainting it. You can look at the mufflers here, the exhaust system on it. Look at how nice this is. It's got this pitting up here, but we're going to buff this stuff out. We'll get all that pitting out of the chrome, and the one thing about this is what is really surprising. All these British bike mufflers used to rot out on the bottom because they filled up with moisture, and they just rusted out. And this is still like new. There's a little bit of rust right here on the end, and that's it. These are as solid as can be, which is really good because those ain't cheap. The header pipes are nice. This one here, you can see it's a little bit more rust on it, but we can probably clean that rust up so it doesn't look too bad. And like I said, we're going to steel wool this, buff it all out. On one episode, we'll pull the exhaust and that's what we'll do, is we'll clean the exhaust really nice. And you can see the chain guard we'll take that off and clean it up. The swing arm needs to get painted up, but we're going to clean stuff up. We're going to polish it, clean up the fenders. The grab rail here, it's got pitting, but this will all steel wool out real nice. This is aluminum. We'll just polish that up nice and cool. It's still got look at this. Still got the factory lens on the back. How many old British bikes did you ever see that doesn't have a replacement taillight lens on it? I can guarantee you probably none. Back tire shot, but we'll get a new tire for it, get that put on so it's, you know, safe to drive. The chain is kind of pretty rusty. We might soak that for a while in some cleaner and see if we can clean it up and see if it's stretched too bad or something. If it looks sketchy, we'll, probably get a new chain. We'll flush the oil out, put a new filter in it. We'll drain the primary case here, flush that out, and put new oil in there. Of course, flush the brakes, Get all that done, clean up the rims, and we're just going to go through it. We're just going to go through the whole bike. Look at the ears, the headlight ears. This is another thing that was notorious on these rubber-mounted headlight ears on these bikes. This rubber deteriorated, and then these broke off. These things are just as nice as can be still. So this is an amazing barn find. 30, what, it's been off the road 30 years, 31 years. It's been off the road. And it still is in this good a shape. So that's not even considering the actual age of the bike, from 78, so pretty good. It's going to be a fun project. I think it's going to go smooth. I don't see any, I've done this for decades, rebuilt British bikes. And this is one of the better restorations that came through my shop when I was, you know, in the business. But so anyways, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start on the wiring, get this mess taken care of, get a battery put in it, get the key turned on, and then see what we got. And if we kick it over and it sparks, then we're on the way. If it doesn't, then we got to get back in here and make sure the coils are, you know, there isn't a bad coil. The thing with these coils, I'm willing to bet that they're both going to be good, because what happened with the British bikes, with the coils, when they had them mounted in brackets, like the Nortons had them under the tank and stuff, everybody tightened the clamp too tight, and they squeezed the coil, and that's what ruins them. These are in a rubber mount, so there's nothing wrong with the sides of the coils. So I'm betting that these coils are still good. So anyways, fellas, that's the project. So we're going to go ahead and get started doing stuff. Like I said, we're going to hit that wiring first and see if we got power and electricity and spark. And then we could just go in full bore on it and see what we got. So with that, this would be a good time to just go ahead and, you know, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and leave comments and ask questions. If you've got a British bike at home and you got a problem with it, shoot me a comment, and I can probably, you know, give you some good advice on how to fix your project at home. So, you know, I don't have a problem doing that. So if you got questions, leave comments and let me know, and we will get back to you when we start digging into this thing. So with that, guys, we'll see you on the next video, and thanks a lot for watching.